What's up, you guys? Welcome to the May 13th and regular season penultimate edition of NBA 3-Ball presented by Establish the Run. I'm your host, Mike Gallagher, getting ready to break down a pretty quiet Wednesday slate, talk some Thursday preview news, and talk some fantasy ads as well. Do want to let you guys know of the postseason schedule. Going to be the same. We're going to do, around 10 minutes, everything like that. Should be Monday through Friday, talking about maybe doing some live stuff. But yeah, it should be about the same. Obviously, I'll be doing more preview, so we'll be doing more DFS. Going to run some ETR promo stuff as well, so check back for some promo codes on the playoff stuff. Going to be so fun. Running more matchups. I'm really pumped, so I just want to talk about that really quick. But let's get to the news here and start with the 76ers. We've got Joel Embiid is questionable. Now, he did not travel to Indy. They're in Miami, so I would think, unless he really wants to go see Miami nightlife and he's sick, he's probably out. So him, Korkmaz should be back. He's probable. Shake was a late scratch in the last game, probable, and Tybal is questionable with that hand thing. So assuming no Embiid, certainly see a lot of Ben. Tobias, we know Doc Rivers wants to get him more involved offensively. Ben, that is. And we'll see a little bit more Dwight Howard and Mike Scott, in which a really important game for the Heat. So we'll see how much they play Jimmy, who's questionable as well. Probably has a shot to play, was dealing with some blurriness. If he doesn't play, it would be more Hero, Dragic, Kendrick Nunn to step up in his absence. And Bam would be fed like crazy. To the Raptors, sitting everybody again against the Bulls. No OG Anunoby, Aaron Baines, Chris Boucher, Rodney Hood, Kyle Lowry, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, and Paul Watson. So yeah, we'll see a lot of Malachi Flynn. We saw a lot of Jalen Harris. Was kind of garbage timing in that game, so I may not see as much of him. And then the big headline in their last game was Chris Boucher, in his return, plays a ton of minutes. So, legit, 40 minutes possible here. And a pretty good matchup. He'll play a lot of the 4. Talk of playing with the 3 again, so that'll probably be on the table here. Stanley Johnson was in foul trouble for the last game, but they probably will play more Bembry. They want more probably ball pressure on Zach LaVine, so something to think about there. But yeah, Malachi Flynn should have a pretty good spot here with the matchup against Kobe White. To the basketball section here, and the Hawks, big win for them. Clinch the playoffs. They have the upper hand now for the 4 seed. 2 easy games left on the schedule for them. Trey, man, roasted Raul Neto again. 33, 8, and 9, shooting so much more confidently, driving a ton now. He's been playing kind of peak Trey here. John Collins also had a really good back-to-back series in this matchup against the Wizards. Makes kind of sense here. And then Cameron Huerter, a little bit of foul trouble, kind of ups Bogdan's minutes to 40 minutes. Tony Snell returns, no DeAndre Hunter, so that may flip. Snell did not play in the last game, so maybe we see Hunter get back out there. Probably come off the bench, given how much time he's dealing with this knee injury. Wizards drop another close one to the Hawks. Westbrook just goes off again, 34, 5 boards, 15 dimes. The assists are just out of this world right now. 40 minutes, that's also been just crazy high for him. Raul Neto still gets playing time, doesn't do much with it. Really nothing to say here. Bradley Beal's starting to do some stuff, which is good, but got to think he's out for the regular season, and hopefully he can play in the play-in. Wizards pretty much locked into 10 unless something crazy happens. Let's get the win. Obviously, headline of the day, James Harden back, baby. Off the bench, 26 minutes, phenomenal game, 18 points, 11 dimes, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 3 threes. Great shooting. He's legit. Nash had said that he was a little rusty, but Harden sounded pretty fine after the game. So yeah, it's on. I'm very bullish on the Nets going forward. I think they're going to be just great, and they're my pick to win it. And then also another guy who really benefited here is Daddy Claxton, and his splits with Harden are crazy. He's over 20 points per 36 with Harden and just 8 without him. So that's just one of the biggest splits you'll see around the league. And Harden just makes him so good. So no Kyrie. He will play this weekend though, so they dodged a bullet there. Jeff Green also tweaked his ankle. Was running after the game. Sounds like he's okay too, so things are looking up for the Nets at the right time. Spurs dropped this one, pretty much locked into 10 here. Really nothing to say. DeJounte got hot early, didn't really do much in the second half. DeRozan, pretty solid game overall. A little disappointing. I thought he was going to have a bigger night. Celtics, man, they dropped this one to the Cavs, snapped their 11-game losing streak. They're tank killers. They're the only team to lose to OKC since April first. And they're probably not winning again. They play Utah and the Clippers, just crazy. But to the actual Celtics side of this, Tatum, solid. We kind of know it was going to happen. I thought he was going to have like 40 or 50, but 29, 8 for him, 2 steals, 2 blocks, good stuff there. And we saw, as expected, Tremont Waters started. He started the last game without Kemba and Marcus Smart, so that's where we had him, 23 minutes. We had him at 24. Yeah, that was pretty good stuff. Peyton Pritchard, solid, as expected, mid-20s, pretty overall good volume against the bad defense. Should have scored more, in my opinion. And Grant Williams gets a little more playing time after Kevin Love roasted them. We'll talk about that right now. Cavaliers, unfortunately, get the win here. Kevin Love, magnificent game, 30 and 14 from him. Also, a pretty good game from Colin Sexton with no Marcus Smart. Only a calf contusion for Smart, should be fine. Got to the line 16 times. Really aggressive stuff from him. 5 turnovers, but who cares? And also, Isaac Okoro, he has really turned it up on the offensive side of the ball. They want him to push. They want him to distribute. They want him to score. And he's been really doing stuff on the stat sheet here. And really, the headline for them is they really did OKC a favor here. OKC looking really good for how they're gonna finish the season. They only get Utah and the Clippers, as I said, so that they're pretty much gonna be top lotto odds for them. So big time for them. And then the Orlando Cleveland stuff we'll have to see. Mavs get an easy win over the Pelicans here as Luka just dominated early. This game was pretty much put away near halftime. Porzingis returns, gets 22 minutes. Would have played pretty close to 30 had this game been close. Dwight Powell also started, and Rick Carlisle said before the game that it sounds like KP will be more of a 4. He was more of a 5 last year as we got into the bubble, but so we'll see a little bit of Powell, a little bit of Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber kind of being Porzingis' backup, mix and match. We'll see it in certain matchups when they do go with that spread out 5-man lineup. And then Tim Hardaway Jr. still starting over Josh Richardson, so that's something to watch. Hardaway Jr. has been on fire and certainly earned it, so we'll see if he can keep that locked up. To steal a Scarface line twisted by Pelican. The Pelicans are eliminated from the playoffs. Just a rough season, man. Overall, Lonzo Ball did not play, so he might get shut down. The Pelicans don't have much incentive to tank, but they do kind of want to beat the Kings for only about a 0.5% chance to boost them. Not really worth it if they did want to play guys. But yeah, the Nickeil Alexander-Walker, kind of a downer. Really had a bad start. Finishes with 13. I expect him to play significantly better going forward for whatever reasons. It was not great to see him dud it up like that. Jackson Hayes, as expected, improved. He had that rough game in the back-to-back, and Stan Van Gundy said that's why. So he comes out here, hangs 15 points in 22 minutes. Kyra Lewis was not getting wing minutes. He was pretty much Bledsoe's backup here. Not cool. I want to see some more Kyra. Bledsoe might sit, though. We'll see. There's no reason to play guys anymore now that they're out. Huge win for the Blazers in Utah. Dame and CJ certainly the story here. And their three-point defense was really key. Besides that, man, Blazers definitely getting hot at the right time. Jazz getting cold at the wrong time. 29 from Clarkson, been super aggressive, driving a ton right now as he's just been carrying this offense. Rudy Gobert kind of had a sneaky smash spot, kind of comes through with 15 and 20. We'll see. This team needs a win here with Phoenix kind of on their heels. Lakers get the win. Taylor Horton-Tucker, 37 minutes. Kyle Kuzma, the hero late, drops 19 with 10 boards. 7 assists, backup point guard, handled the ball a bunch. Those guys really carried this team. 86 pain points. Not a lot of takeaways here. LeBron should be back for the next one. Same with AD. More precautionary, so yeah, no takeaways. Rockets down to 8 guys, and again, the same 3 guys are just going to get a bunch of playing time. Kyrie Thomas, KJ Martin, and Armani, the suit Brooks has been they've been playing so much, and they're going to keep playing a bunch, so keep that going. No reason to think they're going to lose playing time. Jayshawn Tate lost minutes. He's banged up, so he's not going to see that upper 30s, mid-30s time anymore. And then also, again, Cam Oliver played pretty well here. 17 points for him. Expect him to get minutes. To the ads page, I mean, really not much. Just remember that guys are going to get ruled out during the day, so be careful on that, especially in these last couple games. But Nickeil, definitely think he's going to be must-add. Nick Claxton, I think he's going to have a really big finish to the season. I expect a monster game on Sunday from him. Kyrie Thomas, definitely getting a ton of playing time. Same with Armani Brooks. Cameron Oliver getting a lot of playing time. They're giving this kid a look. And then Kyra Lewis if we see Bledsoe get shut down. So that's it. Catch you tomorrow.